Okay. This is going to go on to another tape because I'm using my old phone, so that's all right. The 1010 will end up being long, but that's okay because that's what I need to do. So, all right. So it says testing on people. Testing on people. You know what you want. You know what you do well. Like, so Spirit is saying, use your skills. You want to use your God-given skills and things that make you feel happy. So if your gifts and talents have to do with something to do with music, cooking, writing, creating, then you have to get a job that's like that. And I know that's not easy because in today's world, you need to have, money to pay for things and to pay for your place. But Spirit wants you to manifest more and think more positively towards your goals. So if you're really unhappy and the person doesn't work with you, your boss doesn't want to work with you, towards the promotion or the different position in the job, then it's time to start looking. Or if it's a business that you want to start, you could start doing that already. If it's a home business and you could just do it part-time or just every time you get home from work, devote some time to it, even if you're tired. Okay, if it's your passion, it'll revitalize you. It'll make you feel energy. Like, how do you think I get the energy to put the camera on? Okay, because I love doing this. And so the area that you love doing, you've been thinking about it for a while. That's what they're telling me. So they're saying, do work that heals people using your wisdom. Know to create, or you have to create abundance with your skills. Healing others' traumas. It might be easy for you because you've been through a lot yourself. Body work, research. You have to research. And most likely you have already, but do a little more. It's like they're saying you're close. You're very close. Okay. I keep on lighting this, but I got to put it down because I got to hold this. I got to put my shoulder down for a second. Okay, so body work, acupuncture, sound bowl healing, okay? Anything to do with research will be good for you because you're Scorpio. You have very strong psychic abilities. Even if you're not using them right now, you got to start using them because it's going to help you in every area of your life, in relationships, in your job, in your creativity, okay? Hang out more with a friend or family member that's always encouraging you, and less time with the toxic ones that you might have told your dreams to. You might have told them what you wanted to do instead of your job that you have now, and they were very toxic against you because there's some jealousy. There's jealousy around you. So, Scorpios are good at keeping secrets, but you might have let out some of your plans to somebody that you work with, like this card came up, and when I was meditating earlier today and writing my notes, I felt that there was somebody that was really very discouraging around you, and it might even be a family member, but I feel like it's somebody at work, okay? And they discourage you, so don't tell them any of your business, even if you were friends for a long time. Somebody's being mean to you or down to you. Okay, Scorpio, I don't want them to do that to you. Okay, so stay more with that friend or family member that encourages you and believes in your gifts and talents, and tell them your plan. Tell them, I'm not happy at work. What should I do? Should I leave my job? Talk it over with them because they're going to give you a couple of different pointers. Scorpio, you Ellie, you represent transformation. So that's the death card. That just means like the transforming your whole life, and there's a different side to you. So get away from the negative thoughts that you might be having too, or the negative energy around you. Animals, cats, especially cats, animals have been seeing things around you. So if you have pets and they've been acting weird lately because they're seeing your spirit guides, when your spirit guides come around more, when they see that you're upset or they feel that you're not fulfilled, or you might not be crying about it, but you might just be really feeling down, and they come around more. So that's when your pets will look like they're looking at you, but then they're looking on the side of you, and they all of a sudden they're getting wacky. But that's okay, because they see your spirit guides. They see your angels come in there. Your angels are there for you to help you and assist you in anything that you want to do. If you want them to give you an answer or more energy towards what you should do in your decision, ask them, please, angels, please, spirit guides. You don't even have to call them, or might be somebody who passed over that you know of, that you feel close to still. Say their name and ask them what you should do. Okay. So you're scared of leaving your job. You're worried about making mistakes, but in life, we all make mistakes. I wake up in the morning and I already made a mistake because I woke up too late. All right. I wake up in the morning and I made a mistake by, not tackling my list at the time that I wanted to tackle my list. Or the household chores, okay? But so everybody makes mistakes. If you meditate on it and you really think about it, and just sit down with a piece of paper and write pros on one side, cons on the other side. What are the pros of leaving your job? What is the good thing about leaving your job? Starting a new part of your life, having something happier, having maybe even making more money, or at least making enough money, becoming abundant. What are the cons? Not having job security, or maybe you don't know where you're going to go next. So actually sit down and write down the pros and the cons. Okay? It really does help focus you. And also they want you to think about the passion or the energy in terms of if you can have your own business, what would be that business that you would choose to have, and write it down and start writing, I'm happy and grateful now that, and go put action to it. It's not just going to come true with I'm happy and grateful. It's going to come true when we visualize it every day, when we try to say affirmations, when we get away from the toxic thoughts. And that's not easy. I battle that every day. I battle that sometimes every hour, okay, when I procrastinate. See if you can keep your ideas to yourself, because somebody might be jealous. I talked about that. Somebody might be jealous that you're leveling up, okay? But February, you should feel it. You should feel the energy in February, okay? It's not, they're trying to say something like it's not all laid out. It's not all set in stone. Okay. But stand your ground and fight for what you want in that new position. If it's the position in your... One second, I got to turn my page. If it's the position, like I talked about earlier, in your job, but you want to move up or be recognized for something that you did, take steps to actually voice it. Sometimes Scorpios are shy. Sometimes Scorpios, like to think about, what happened and then just brush it off their shoulder and just forget about it and not deal with it. Operation avoid. But Spirit's saying don't avoid it. Stand up for yourself. Okay? And if they don't react the way that you want them to react and give you the respect that you're due, then it's time to start quietly making, getting the resume out, thinking about that business that you always wanted to do and making plans towards it, making the moves. They just said making money moves, making motivational moves, making the moves that you already had in your mind. Okay? Studying. It was a lot of research, studying and reaching out to people that are in the field that you want to be in. You actually have to come out of your comfort zone a little bit, they're saying, because like reaching out to a client, investor, publisher, if you're writing something, you need to communicate to a publisher to try to get something published, for example. Okay. But they're showing me it's something creative. You have the skills, but you expand your business. You have to put the time in to invest in it. Invest in yourself first. And how do we do that? You have to believe in yourself before anybody else is going to believe in you. Okay, so if you have some kind of skill or you have some kind of idea, like a great idea, you always wanted to do it or you've been thinking about doing it, but you're scared. Everybody is scared. It's like standing on the top of a mountain and saying, I'm over here, but I want to go over there, or I want to jump over there. And that's a scary feeling, but it's also exciting. Okay? Spirit says, we are doing it with you. We are jumping with you. You're not alone. So talk to us, pray to us, pray to divine for help, to help you to manifest what you want. So creating a new product, focus and clarity. Yeah, they were saying a lot of stuff about researching, doing your homework. Do your homework. Research, clarity, talk to more people. Because as you talk to more people, God will put that different people that need to be in your orbit. Okay? If you're a really creative person, hang out with the people that are creative in that way too. Put yourself in finding your tribe that say you're great with numbers and you always wanted to be an accountant. I'm just taking that out of the sky. Okay? Find other accountants to ask questions to. Okay? I think you know what I'm saying. Okay? Yeah, but they're showing me success financially, Ace of Cups type of energy, all the stuff that you've been through in the past. Now you're ready to heal and love yourself, okay? And also help other people that were in similar situations. See, when you're hurt and you're in trauma and you're thinking about that trauma a lot, you can't help anybody. First, you have to heal yourself and feel calm in a good place, in a safe place. And I think now you're feeling that way. Now you're like, okay, yeah, that was a rough time. It's still a little bit rough, but I know so much more now than in the past 2 years. I'm so much stronger now. And you are Scorpio. You're very strong. Okay. Financial abundance and emotional fulfillment were together. Okay, I have them in 2 circles together, like a Venn diagram. So, in order to be emotionally fulfilled, this is from Ellie, from Ireland. In order to be emotionally fulfilled, you at the same time have to be financially abundant. Okay, so they are going to be together. Why? Because God and your guides want you to use your gifts and talents God gave you those gifts and talents. He doesn't want you to just pick up the guitar or something creative once a month. He wants you to be more involved, because that's like playing. That's not like working. When you're using your gifts and talents from God, it feels fun. It feels exciting. It feels like, yeah, it could be tiring, but it feels like a whole other level of joy. And then you getting paid for your skills. Okay? It all goes together. So any way that you could do that, if it means that you have to change your job, then go take the steps towards changing that job. If it means that you can get it in that job and have a side business, stay in your job and just talk to your bosses and let them know, I'd be happier in this position. I've been working really hard. Are you going to recognize that I did A through Z? And if the answer is no, or if they pee on your leg and tell you it's raining, okay, then you have to cut the cords and you have to start really focusing on a different career that will make you much happier. And yeah, so cut the cords with toxic people and toxic careers. I don't know, toxic jobs or toxic careers. Even though, yeah, because I keep on hearing, but I've been there for so long. I've been at the same job for so long. I don't want to, put myself or my family in jeopardy. No, every day that we're alive, there are choices and decisions we have to make. And if we want to ride the same train every day, and every day somebody pickpockets you or throws their coffee on you on the train, and you don't take a different train, then that's on you. Okay, so we have to take responsibility for making our life the happiest life and experience that we can have. And yeah, it's not always going to be 5 days a week roses at your job. Just like, it's hard to start a new business, or it's hard to start a new career. But when you're trying to manifest your dreams and you're going towards the steps to manifest, you're going to feel an energy and exuberance. Okay, now let me just do the cards one more time. Okay. In closing, I got the Star card. And that is brightness, hope could bring excesses. So be careful to not become too greedy. Okay, so this is saying there's going to be some extra money. There's going to be extra things. Abundance is coming, but just be careful that you don't get too greedy. And you won't. If you're using your gifts and talents, just remember, put some money away for that rainy day. I'm not trying to rhyme. Put some money away. When I see this card and you're emptying out the water pitches, that could be abundance of love. That could be abundance of money all at the same time. And you might be like, oh, okay, this is always going to be flowing. No, newsflash, it's not always flowing. So put some away, okay? Because Scorpio, save some, all right? And that sum could be for mortgage payments, rent, or if you need to take time off, or it could be for the side business, okay? Or something that you've been trying to have enough money for. But go for it. Namaste. I know this is way too long for 1010, okay? So, but I have to get my flow going, and it's all good. It's all good. I'm not going to beat myself up. I'm not going to be an Olga, but just one second. Now we are doing third on the list, Jen. Sorry. And this is funny because Jen has a similar question. Jen from Australia is a Libra. Jen has a similar question to Melly from Ireland. Jen says she's been doing a job for 20 years. Which direction should she go in? And spirit guides say what? And one of her spirit guides is Sean. And she wants guidance on her new career. What may it be? Okay, so I'm just gonna shuffle for a second and then read my notes and show you the cards and read my notes. Hold on. I have to light another Palo Santo. Oh, candle went out. 1 second. Okay, I said, what does Sean in heaven want to tell Jen about changing her job? Because she's been working at her job for 20 years. So she wants to know if she should change her job. Should she stay? Or in what direction should she go in? That's a lot of questions. That's just not one question. Okay, anyhow. Yes, we got yes. So I was trying to tap into Sean in heaven. I said Jen is asking these questions. So we have a yes. Okay. Okay, so let me just put these aside for a second. All right. Now, I got the Three of Cups, which is celebration. So are you celebrating at your job or in your home life? This is celebrations and bright happenings, so it's really good. It's kind of showing me like would this be I'm not getting it. Spirit guides, help me. I don't know, I feel like some people are celebrating, there's a cake and there's a celebration, you being recognized for being there for 20 years. And, okay, no, they're telling me that there's different things going on that the other celebration might be at home or friends, family. Okay. Perhaps you're celebrating somebody's wedding. Okay, so stability, you got the Emperor. Stability or establishing or stabilizing influence coming into your life. Well, that's good. That's good. And that could be somebody that you talk to or ask for advice. So, this is what I got in my notes when I was trying to tap in. It says, now you could strike, and also the card said yes from Sean when I asked Sean to let me know. It says, now you could strike, but you're very indecisive. Hello, you're a Libra. Okay, so you might have a whole bunch of ideas that flood in, and they're all good ideas, and a lot of them are creative, and they're good, and they're just something fun and a little bit wacky, but some very fun. You have great ideas, but sometimes you have trouble with the follow through because you are a Libra. So one day it might sound good that you want to do A through Z, and the next day you might say, I only did A, B, and C and I'm exhausted. Okay, so it's hard to have the follow through because you have too many projects that you want to do. So what Spirit says is yes, you should change, but only pick or start 3 projects, not 7 or not 17, because you're going to get overwhelmed and you're going to change your mind. All right? That's all about being a Libra. All right? But you know what you want. You know what you don't want. I even wrote that down. You know what you don't want. You don't want a lot of stress. Okay? Peaceful, justice. You do like to have your time where you could be peace and have quiet and not always be doing, because that'll drive you nuts. Okay. You are indecisive, so ask Sean more often. He does say yes, that you should do a change, but you have to make sure that it's 100% the time for you. Okay, so 1 minute you want to change, or you want to have a change or 10 changes, and the next minute you want to stay the same. Okay, just got that. You've been asking, what is your life purpose? Or maybe you're thinking about, what is my life purpose? What is my life all about? What is my contribution to life? Okay. Libras are always excellent teachers. They're good around children. But you might want to be moving on from that. If you were doing that for 20 years, it might be the time where you feel like, I've had enough. Now I want to do something different. But that's okay to do something different as long as you organize it. Okay. And like I said to Melly from Ireland, do the pros and cons. Okay, so you might want to move on to something more stimulating, and like I said before, creative, artistic. You're probably artistic. Most Libras are. You need more support, and they're showing me 2 ways. You need more support in your family, with your family, maybe your kids, your spouse, your significant other. You need them to support you more and your dreams. So if they're like, hey, yeah, we love you, Jen, do whatever you want to do, but you need them to clean up, you need them to start dinner because you're doing, another path. So you might need to call a family meeting on that one. And then you also need more support friends-wise. They're not, I just asked about work. They said, no, you basically been there, done that. It's like you know that whole routine because you've been doing it for over 20 years. Okay, so there is competition at your job. There is competition. And that's okay, but don't get caught up in the competition. There's competition in what you want to go into because it's probably creative. So when you're creative and you're producing a product or you're doing something that's creative and you want to be monetized for it, you want to get paid for your efforts, of course, that's a very competitive thing because other people are doing the same thing or similar, and don't get caught up in the competition because that's going to wear you out, and then you're going to want to drop A through Z of the projects. Okay, so ask your guides what it is. You're probably good at like 7 things, but you can't do 7 things. That's too much. Okay, you just want to do something that will bring you more joy and creativity. So ask your guides about that. What should I focus my energy on? Please show me a sign. And they will. Yeah, you don't like that competitive feel. But it's time for you to rely on yourself. You asked for this opportunity that's coming to you. You asked for this opportunity, and now you asked for this new energy. The universe is saying, here it is, Libra, because you're a Libra. Universe is saying, hey, Libra, here it is. You already have the skill. You already have the talent. Now here it is. And then Libra's like, oh, do I really want that? I'm a little exhausted with all these things going. Okay? It's like you're cooking on all the burners and the microwave and something's in the oven. Okay? So what's going to happen? Something's going to get burned. So in other words, take down the tasks. Don't do all those projects. Okay? What do you think? You're